Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this update we're going to take a look at crude oil. Now I like this move that we see to the downside, hitting the 2021 anchored volume weighted average price down at lows that we've been to before, really in just an overall chop. Interestingly enough, looking at a little bit of volume in this area, that seems to be where this market just is spinning. And so now the question is, how bullish are we really in crude? Now, positive MACD, I mean, clearly the trend that preceded the chop was very bullish, and the chop is basically in this yellow area here. So if I trust and respect the trend that was, this should actually be a higher percentage continuation. Now, we know that OPEC has decided to incrementally increase output. That's slightly bearish on crude, but I don't believe it's enough to derail the trend that we have. Now, when I say trend, we lost the actual trend of the market right in here. So this is more just a directional bias than it is a strict interpretation of a trend like we had up until that point. All right. So now what we want to do is ask ourselves, well, okay, we've got OPEC set aside. Much of that's probably priced in. We have the overall trend that we can see. Continuation is more likely. So let's take a look at this through another viewpoint, and that is the seasonality of crude. Now, when we talk about commodities, we talk about seasonality a lot. It's probably one of the best places to look at seasonals, especially when you're looking at things that have cycles. Crops would be a perfect example of a market where seasonality is probably as important as the price action and trend itself. So here we have WTI, and what I've done here is I've taken out a segment of crude, May, June, and then actually all of April, May, and June, and this cutoff takes us to the 2nd of July. So really going into that summer driving season ramp up. And so what we have here is a market that does have a tendency to move higher, but here's the thing, we just don't want to buy arbitrarily in the beginning of April and expect the summer driving season rally to do its work. What we want to be aware of are those types of moves we can see in between where we can take advantage of the move. Now, one thing we can do, and what I've done in this particular example, is I've detrended the market. You can actually detrend this to take a look at you kind of take the trend out and look at the typical composite for the behavior of crude. Seeing how we're down near the lows right now, just seasonality wise, we're looking at a move from, if I'm looking at the beginning of May, actually let's turn it back to where we are right now and go from the beginning of May to the beginning of June. I'm sorry, the beginning of April to the beginning of June. So you might see that we should probably be a little patient. We could see lower lows in April. So when I say I want to keep the stop tight, you can see that that is definitely something that we want to keep an eye on in case we get this kind of fall in April. Now, I don't know why we would see this. We already have OPEC factored in. We know what the seasonality is going into the driving season. We already know what the trend is. So I don't want to follow seasonals blindly, but I want to make sure that if there is a dip, I have a pretty good idea when that's going to be. Just seasonality around the middle of the month. If we get a dip like that, for certain, we want to look for opportunities to get long. But let's get back to the chart here. If that does not happen, and please don't assume that's going to happen, looking at the 57 area, 57.30 to 57 even, as a layer of support, this VWAP as kind of gravitational pull. And here's the clincher. We need to get above this zone of resistance for this market to really have a breakout. And that's what I'm looking at. Can we position ourselves at the lower end of the range and prepare for that breakout? And if the lower end of the range doesn't hold, we'll get out knowing that April does have, as we get into mid-month here, the ability to send crude sharply lower. And if that happens, gosh, we might end up recalibrating around this area if that were to happen. So here we are overlaying the current price and trend expectations with this seasonality behind crude oil. knowing that the OPEC news is out there in terms of the output increase. All right, gang, with driving season coming up ahead, I don't want to bet against crude oil. With stronger, higher highs in equities, again, I don't want to bet against crude oil. And with the strength that we've seen, I think overall in crude, this could benefit oil stocks a lot. So some of what we'll talk about in the premium video are these topics. I'll see you all in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and leave a comment below. And also subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified of the next update. And when you're ready for some more analysis, deep dive on my trading style and different markets that I'm watching, be sure to check out my free newsletter, Countdown Trader, at countdowntrader.com. I'll see you in the next video.